there friends, Nibs again, out at the range doing a little bit of plinking tonight, and I brought out a handful of nice old 22s to shoot and show off to you guys and hopefully do a good bit of target practice with. But the one we're going to be talking about in this video is one I've had in my collection for quite a few years now. I think I did a video on it a couple of years ago, 3-4 years ago when I first got it, but definitely added several thousand or almost all of the viewers since I did that original video, and I definitely wanted to get out and do another video for you guys on this one. This one's really cool. It is a Rossi model 62 SA, which is a copy of the Winchester model 62, which this design is actually dates back to 1890 when Winchester first came out with their model 1890. The 1890 was a really nice gun, and I actually have one that's chambered for 22 shorts. The thing that was different about those is the 1890, the carrier group here for the bullet was a specific length for shorts or longs or long rifles, and they actually had one for the 22 Winchester centerfire, which eventually evolved into the 22 Magnum. But this one is, so then they had the 1890, and then in 1906 they came out with a redesign with a new carrier that was actually variable, that would allow for shorts, longs, and long rifles all at the same time. They continued to make the 1890 as well because it was very popular. And then in, I don't think it was 1962, I don't know exactly when, but they came out with the Model 62, and that was just basically an updated model 1906. And they carried that through, I don't know, probably through the 60s and 70s, but they discontinued that. And then Rossi picked up on it back in the 70s. And the best I can tell, this one was made either in the late 70s or early 80s. And it does not have, well, it does have a serial number on it. But it would be silly of me to say that it didn't, because anything after 68 requires a serial number. But this one is in the stainless or nickel finish, or whatever you want to call it, but it is very, very pretty gun. And these are very, very true copies of the original Winchesters. They are so close in on most of the pieces that you can actually take parts off of one and put them onto the other one. I've read. I've not tried it myself, but so this one is a tube feed with a top eject. Shells shoot straight out. This one's not so bad, but with one of my 1906s, I think it is. I have an 1890. I have a couple of 1906s, and I have a Model 62, Winchester Model 62. And I can't remember which one, maybe several of them. The shells eject straight up, and they always come down and land on top of my head. So whenever I shoot that gun, I always want to make sure I wear a hat so I don't get hot brass hit me on top of my altogether thinning hair. So I'm just going to load up 10 shots here. I have a camera running on a splatterburst target out at 25 yards. I'm just going to shoot offhand here because that's the way I like to shoot these guns. So this, there it goes, got one in there now. So the first time you rack it, for whatever reason, it doesn't pull a round in. I don't know what's going on with that, but let's go ahead and see what we can do. High and right with that one. Yeah, so it came straight up out. That other one spits them way up and would come right up on top of my head. That's better. So when I was, I just shot like 5 shots on with this one before I started the video up, just to make sure. I did have one light strike. Well, I say light strike. I had one failure to fire. When I ejected it, the strike was plenty hard, so it must have just been a dead spot in the primer. I did put that one back in the tube and it fired just fine, so. I'll bet that first one's looking like some pretty good shots. I think I just flinched that first one. Definitely minted a rabbit anyway. I lost count here. Is that 7 or 8? There's at least one more. At least one more. All right, that's it. So you can decock it and we're good. That is not a bad looking group for offhand shooting at 25 yards. Not bad at all. That first one was a flyer, but the rest of them are all pretty tight little group there. So anyway, there you go. That is my Rossi model 62 SA. I'm not sure what the SA stands for, but it is a very nice gun, very accurate. I did try shooting shorts out of it, and it doesn't like to feed those very well. It says it's supposed to. I mean, it does do it, but it takes a little bit of fiddling with the handle to get them to finally feed in. So it does do it. My Model 62 feeds the long rifles and shorts, no problem. My Winchester Model 62. But this one, for whatever reason, doesn't seem to quite like feeding those shorts. But it's a fantastic gun with long rifles, so I'm not too worried about it not shooting shorts. But anyway, there you go. Real quick one for you guys, but I thought you'd appreciate seeing my Rossi 62. And hope you liked the video. Till next time, have a great day.